you know, that's not going to deter him. That's not the type of person he is.
And we're going to strap ourselves in for this. This is a definition of a hot set alert right now, as these two going to be very fast players. They're going to be charging, and we're in for a real treat, Jet.
I feel like this is some of that early Smash 4 action. Sorry, early Smash Ultimate action, where it's just both these players, you know, very like fundamental base characters. You know, they want to do things like ledge trapping, like corner carries, things that are just, all right, rinse, repeat. I'm not going to do anything too complicated, but I'm going to beat you with my simple neutral.
I mean, you can see that as well. Just Streakz was just keeping Lancelot at that ledge the entire time. And even though he'd be walking away, and then you just jump in and you keep it going. And that was so much damage just put on from simple ledge trapping.
And both these characters are like some of the best ledge trappers in the game, some of the best like at advantage state in general. So I'm not going to be surprised if we see a bit of a trade back and forth where one of them is going to get the other one in the corner and obliterate them like we saw there. I talked to Lancelot about this match a little bit before, and he said the biggest thing for him is it's a character that does not edge guard him. And we've seen, you know, he got out of the corner, he found one opening and carried it to the utmost.
Yeah, that is literally the thing about both characters, both Chrom and Roy, is that once they're in and they make it known. I mean, literally, a complete turnaround. But oh my goodness, the up smash from Streakz. He's trying to get a little bit of something there with the side B, but the back air is going to seal it out, and just we're literally going toe to toe here. One takes each other at the ledge, and the other one just immediately retaliates.
I don't think I've ever seen that up smash as a coverage of the returning down up B. Like, it's very clear that these players have some things figured out for this matchup. As you know, this is one of the nice things about this format is you have a decent amount of time between your first match and your second match of the day. There's an hour in between the sets. So they definitely both had some time to prepare, think about the matchups a little bit, and think about their options.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it, and hit the nail on the head. You know, and these two, they certainly do their homework. You know, Streakz, yeah, okay, he does like to go out and party. He's not always been the most, you know, there, you know, in terms of coming to tournaments. But certainly, I mean, once he's in a bracket, he's locked in, and this is certainly what we're seeing right now from Streakz. He's at one stock up, but it's a very narrow one, Jet.
Yeah, I really like that. You know, we talked to, I said a little bit earlier how Lancelot doesn't like when people edge guard him. Streakz found that neutral there. When it's in the right position, Fox can sometimes go off stage a little bit and contest you.
Yeah, you can see just Lancelot just going for a lot of those neutral airs, just kind of get a little bit of space and get something going. But the upbeat is cancelled out there, and Streakz is finding those up tilts. That's going to be a bit of damage into that forward tilt. And now, of course, Lancelot is on the ledge, and you know what Streakz can do.
Yeah, your opponent's on the ledge, you know the vibes. Back air, back air, back air.
Of course, we did see Lancelot was able to just immediately get out of that ledge situation, which is so fortunate for him. But Streakz still kind of just playing it out. You can see him jumping around. He's looking for something like this neutral air just to end this game outright.
Yeah, this is prime Nair up smash percent for Fox. We know if he just finds that one opening, he's going to make the most of it. Nair and down air, both notably things that we could look for. But, oh, okay, good up B, getting himself out of trouble, returning back into the advantage state, and now Lancelot just needs one more jab, one more big hit, Sma.
Yeah, and that's what we're coming down to. I think that's the big hit that we needed, and Lancelot literally finding the back air there to seal it all up. Take himself one game up, but my goodness, what a close game that was. It came down to, quite literally, if Streakz could find that one little confirm, like the neutral air, maybe even something like a back air or something, or if Lancelot could just get one swing of his strongest moves like we saw there.
Yeah, and a lot of that was just really the story of how bad it is to be in the corner.
Yeah.
Like, most of the times, the stocks were not by raw hits. We saw, like, one kill from raw hit in the center stage, but basically every single time it's like, oh, you got put in the corner, take a bunch of percent, and then eventually die. And Lancelot was so good at catching that two-frame with the jab into the back air. It's an incredible confirm against Fox, which means you have to be so careful about your recovery as Streakz.
I can certainly think as well that Lancelot in that previous game was sort of catching on to the fact that obviously Streakz was he was bouncing up a lot. He was using a lot of his double jumps, and in the end, that's what Lancelot just caught onto, able to catch him out with that back air. So I think Streakz going to have to definitely sort of play around, not make himself, as predictable potentially in game one. Certainly, as we saw in that end of that game one.
Yeah, and that's a really good point that you're calling out is the double jumps. Streakz uses that a lot positionally, not even just aggressively. He's just going to be using it to try to fake out an approach, but at the same time, when you use it predictably, when your opponent sees exactly what they're going for, it's really, really exploitable. But right now, I mean, speaking of exploitable, Lancelot has just found his entire neutral game exploited as Streakz 0% so far, finally finding that down air confirm and 23% basically untouched on Streakz after that last game. What do you think about this new adaptation from Streakz?
Yeah, I mean, already the first thing I'm noticing, Jet, is he's not really jumping all that much, actually. I don't know if he heard us or something, but he has been keeping himself fairly grounded, just going for these short hops, these grabs, everything like that. And Lancelot is going a bit like, hang on, this is not like how it went in game 1. What's going on here?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more patience from Streakz, who is reacting a lot more instead of proactively shooting. And I think that Lancelot has been the one who throws out aerials first, and that has been his downfall for this beginning of the game.
See Jet starting to retaliate a little bit, but Streakz is holding on firm and not wanting to lose that stock. It is gone off stage, but what can Lancelot do? He goes for that neutral B, but I love the retreat as well. Then just forward tilt just to smack Streakz away. Yeah,
catching that neutral get up. A lot of times after you retreat back a little bit, your opponent will think it's safe to come back on stage, and that's exactly when you strike. Lancelot making great usage of that position, of that dish joint. But now it's back to basically even. Oh, air F smash attempted by Streakz. I'm not sure if that was a misinput or not, but usually you can go for like a dash attack follow up there.
Okay, Streakz trying to get something going here, but oh, that's scary. That's real scary getting jabbed on ledge, even at that sort of percentage. Lancelot dives off stage as well to try and catch Streakz, but he's going to make it back safely. Streakz still just hunting with his up smashes, but Hugo has ramped up into another gear, but then, of course, the neutral air, as always, Jet.
That is a big difference that we saw between the first game and this one. Is just Streakz has been able to find his kill confirms.
Yeah.
Got 2 kill confirms, the ones that I mentioned earlier, that neutral air and down air, both confirming into the up smash at those prime percentages. So good work by Streakz there, but now that lead he had is sort of been evaporating. Lancelot has been adapting to Streakz playing a little bit more patiently and has been playing a little bit more patiently himself. This is something that we see adaptation-wise over the course of a game a lot, where eventually one player decides that they don't need to swing first, and the other player is like, well, I don't need to swing first either. And then suddenly you're in a position where whoever takes the most space wins, and Streakz finding a kill off the top there, Spa.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say that, you know, we saw like Streakz was just playing, as you said, so defensively. I mean, barely even touched Lancelot there. I think it did about sort of 8% in total of all that free damage he got. But then, of course, it was just because of that. If you make one mistake, one opening, then that up B would certainly come out and strike.
Yeah, and a little bit of a misinput there. Forward smash in neutral could spell a lot of percent for Lancelot, who finds himself at disadvantage. Good trade, though. And now, but Lancelot's in the corner. This is where Streakz has done so much work. And now, how does he get the ledge trap? Gets the dash attack into the back air. So good. That meaty dash attack, term I'm borrowing from Street Fighter.
Oh,
you get the late hits of it. It's a lot easier to confirm into the back air. Whereas if you get the early hits, you don't quite have as many frame advantage.
Absolutely lovely stuff there, man. Again, it's just that premier ledge trapping as always. I mean, I just love the way that Streakz is able to just weave himself back, and then other times he'll just stay there. So if you jump, he's catching you with that neutral air. If you roll get up, then of course he's going to just retaliate anyway. He's just always in perfect position to make sure you stay at that ledge for the rest of your life.
Yes, and the rest of your life, however short it may be, as Streakz ended up finding that kill really well, and really good confirm here. 45% and keeps it going with some corner pressure. Let's see how good this ledge trapping is. Does get an F tilt into a dash attack nair. Good percentage, but now we're back into that neutral, that game where Lancelot has shown to be very proficient if you give him the time and the space, but at the same time, Streakz is giving him nothing. No time, no space. It's off to space with you.
I mean, again, just Streakz. I was just about to praise you as well, because the up smash on the upbeats are always so nice, and then that happens.
Yeah. That's one of those things you got to have a short-term memory for. It's like, okay, I lost that stock. That's okay. We move.
I mean, it's still, you know, Streak's still playing nice, and Lancelot, obviously gonna certainly take that. He lost an early stock, but also gained an early stock. So even game.
Absolutely, and finding some good pressure. Look at this vertical advantage for Streakz. He is just using these short hops to bait out movement by Chrom, who does not have the ability to mix up his position too well without using the B moves, and we haven't noticed Streakz using the wave bounce, neutral B, or side B in the air to try to mix up his landing. I'm interested to see. Oh, wow, Lancelot, early stock here. Oh, that's a good way to end it early.
Spent the entire book of his life there. Oh my goodness, literally was in Streak's head. Said, roll in, I'm waiting for you. I've done this all game. I know you're going to do it now. Absolutely huge forward smash there, and Lancelot suddenly looking real nice. Obviously, he's still at a very high percentage, though. Is able to make it back here, but you got to get past the Streak's ledge trap, which he does with those neutral airs, which have been so nice the entire set, Jet.
Wow, not only does he make it past the ledge trap, he finds one of his own, corner carrying all the way over to the other side of the stage, and this is, such a huge position. Tries to go for the 2-frame with a neutral B, but keeps the pressure going. Really good neutral air out of the corner, managing to find something, but Streakz still needs to find another huge hit for the kill. We're not seeing the confirms into the up smash. A parry there, but it does not matter as Lancelot once again finding his way up this ledge. Oh, wow. Long terms shields here. Still nothing all the way up into that 169%, almost an up throw kill range, Sma.
Yeah, I mean, literally, both these players have just been dancing around each other, literally bouncing all around these shields. But it's Lancelot finding that forward tilt. It's a false finish. He's not going to die just yet. But oh my goodness, the neutral B finally lands. He's been doing it at the ledge every single time and just waiting for Streakz to fall into it just once.
Yeah, we've seen Streakz go for a lot of the non-two-frameable side Bs. There's a specific positioning Light uses a lot where you can basically warp to the ledge and have very little frames of vulnerability. But that time didn't quite hit it, and Lancelot punishes it with a perfectly timed 2-frame. And now Lancelot up 2-1 over Streakz. And this could be a big W for Lancelot if he's able to make it through.
Yeah, I know this is the kind of opponent that Lancelot will be absolutely ecstatic to take down because Streakz is just, he's an absolute wild card. You don't know what kind of player you're going to be facing at any given moment. And certainly you would just want to get this set out the way. But here comes the Lancelot ledge trapping once again.
The Lancelot ledge trapping, absolutely. I mean, it seems like both these players have something huge going, but the one who's getting the kills out of it is Lancelot when you're in the corner.
Okay, nice stall with the way out. You know what? It was a nice stall, but unfortunately, you're just going to get dunked into the abyss below.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how long you stall because the startup for that up B is so long, it's very easily reactable. Be careful here. Oh, did not get the suck off. That's one thing you cannot avoid every single time. Sometimes you just are in the wrong position, and Chrom sucks you off, gets you killed right in the corner.
Lancelot going on the complete aggression right now, just diving off stage, not even keeping up ledge traps sometimes. He is happy to actually just dive off stage, say, you know what, I want to take this win now, Jet.
Don't want to stop, don't want to quit. Oh, wow. A jab into back air, good positioning. Once again, going for that 2-frame, not going to hit it, and this is still just a massive commanding position for Lancelot, who is moving, grooving, and finding his way into another ledge trap, into another fair. This could be a 3-star. Oh, no, not now. He's not making this one back.
That. No way you're making it back, unfortunately, Chrom. But, I mean, Lancelot right now is 2 stocks up. I mean, that was his first stock he lost. Streakz has got to absolutely just play his heart out right now. He needs to find the energy to keep this going because otherwise Lancelot is going to keep up this domination. We do get a little bit of something going there, but the forward smash, I mean, it was a little bit risky to do, unfortunately.
I feel like that might have been a dash tag.
Yeah.
A misinput dash tag. I'm not 100% sure, though.
Okay, Lancelot is off stage, but again, I feel like he's been reacting to Streakz' ledge trapping there and just gets past it, no damage even taken. And now this is literally, it's just Lancelot's game to win. He just needs to find the hits. If Streakz will even let him, you can see he's trying to play around all of Lancelot's movements. The up smash does take it, and suddenly, Jet, we're down to that last stock, only 45% on Streakz right now.
Yeah, huge find for Streakz there, but he does have to find his way out of the corner. He does so, and once again, we see a turnaround, a reversal could be so big for Streakz, who gets an up tilt chain into the forward tilt, keeps it going, trying to find the defensive option for Lancelot, who gets a parry, and now the shoe is on the other foot. Lancelot putting pressure on. Streakz once again returning back. This is so back and forth. It's anybody's game. Every hit could lead to the end, but still, they are fighting this neutral so well right now, Sma.
Every single person in this venue right now has got their eyes on this game as Streakz is about to potentially make a huge comeback.
Oh!
And the up smash is gonna do it! And Streakz comes back from behind to take game 3.
Damn. Damn.
He was down 3 stocks, Jet.
That
He
was
was down that much, and he still locks in.
He kind of raw for that one. He just came out of nowhere. Like, I was like, oh, there's no way he's going to go contest that. And he just runs directly into the face of death, stares death in the eyes, and says, nah, I'm a backflip on you. See ya.
Streakz, oh my goodness, that's the definition. So here we go, we are going to this next game here. Lancelot obviously gonna wanting to try and take this win once more, but with Streakz, that kind of momentum, Jet. Oh, we'll have to see what happens.
I mean, Streakz definitely seems like a momentum-based player. Once he finds that opening, he tries to carry it as far as possible, and this momentum is carrying into this next game. Already starting off well, the parry into the up tilt, such a perfect option for your opponent attacking the back of your shield. And this is looking so good for Streakz, but we've seen what Lancelot can do when you give him any opportunity like this, Sma.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this entire matchup is just keep up your advantage state until the bitter end. But my goodness, Lancelot with the absolute chase down the sentry there, shaking into the Streakz all the way up. With the upbeat, oh no!
My God, the attempted counterplay to ride the wall super hard, not get countered, but does fall to the PS2 pineapple, and that's not where you want to be if you're Streakz. Oh, really? What an air dodge. Go drifting all the way to the ledge there, knowing he couldn't be punished. I really like that play, but Streakz, once again, an up smash to seal the stock. This is looking like up smash city for Streakz.
Yeah, I mean, again, even when early loss, oh my goodness, Streakz, where are you going? The counter comes out, but Streakz is still going to make it back. Another one, but it just faces through it this time, Jet.
Both of these players just magically going through their opponent's edge guard, and this is so lucky for Streakz that he was able to make that back, and so lucky for Lancelot that Streakz picked the wrong angle to go for that fastball in there.
Hey, again, you can see Streakz just trying to get something going, a little bit of a poke, but Lancelot is just playing around his opponent right now, just using these strong aerials to get around him. But Streakz finally grabs, get a little bit of something to wait as well on the platform. Not going to go into too much damage. It's the neutral beam, but it's not a stock yet, Jet.
Yeah, but this could be really good avoidance with that and managing to get out of the corner. There's been so many reversals from the corner so far this set, and now Streakz finds another opening, gets that dash stack, and gets the drag jab. He doesn't get the jab block, but it doesn't matter. Catches the get up with the up smash, and that's 2 up smashes already this game. We might see a third for this if Streakz can find it.
I mean, who needs to lock their opponent, you know? Just do it anyway. Why not? And Streakz is going to get all this free damage here, but you know Lancelot is hunting for this right now. He needs to take this stock now. The up tilts come out. This is going to be a fair bit of damage. The forward tilt again.
Yeah,
the weight as well into the back air. 70% on Lancelot.
Oh, and this corner pressure is very suffocating. Once again, getting a reversal out of it, though, as Lancelot finds the stock, and we've seen how quickly these stocks can blow up on Streakz' side. If Lancelot finds his hands on you, gets a couple sword swipes, but now he's the one in the corner. Lancelot in danger.
Yeah, he needs to start finding his hits, but he does a little bit here. I mean, this is still scary for Streakz here. We know what Chrom's damage potential is, and if Streakz is not careful, then he can absolutely lose it. He needs to make sure that he's not caught too much. We all got to the ledge there. Streakz waits it out. And, oh my goodness, the down as well, just to stop all momentum in the air.
Oh man, he just whipped that back air. He went for jab back air, and somehow a downer came out, but the up air
not
is
enough.
Not gonna do it. And a back air. Oh, he's in such bad position.
Where are you going? Is that it? Who's going to die first?
No!
Streakz does it.
How does he do it? He stayed alive. He knew. He nodded his head because it was perfectly calculated. He never had a doubt in his damn mind. What a set. What a finish.
Absolutely ludicrous stuff from Streakz. When we say that this man locks in, we goddamn mean it, Jet.
Man runs off. He's got to go to the bathroom or something. What the hell was
He's
that?
gone. He's gone. It's like, I'm still queuing this hangover right now.